Publishers should consider text-to-speech to open up new ways to reach their subscribers. Hello and welcome to my daily podcast in which I try to take one lesson from the world of publishing and explain it in about 3 minutes. Today I'm talking about text-to-speech. What does content mean in a world of text, graphics, audio, video, and even virtual reality, with many variations on each of those themes? The question reminds me of a talk I gave many years ago in which I was trying to explain the American magazine market to some Chinese businessmen. They thought it should be a simple matter to take a print magazine and turn it into a digital magazine. I said they were right in the abstract, but in practice, not so much. You see, they were imagining a single content repository that fed both the print and the digital editions. But what usually happened is a complicated and tangled mess. The editor would write a story, then it would go to layout, then the editor would make some changes, then it would get cut further to make room for a photo, and so on. So the version in the print magazine would be very different from the version in this fictional content repository. Now, there are solutions to that problem, or at least halfway solutions. And I don't endorse the idea of a single content repository going to both print and digital anyway, but you get the picture. And the purpose of telling you this story is to set up that image in your mind for purpose of today's topic, which is text-to-speech. Some people would rather listen to an article than read it, but creating an audio version of an article requires a lot of production. And if an editor changes something, it has to go back through production again. But what if there was a way to convert text-to-speech that bypassed all that, so that when an editor amended an article, the audio version was immediately updated? That's the point of an article Bo Sachs distributed a few days ago titled, "Schibsted Invests in Text-to-Speech to Engage Audiences." Now, they're in Norway, and there's been a big increase in podcast listening over there, and Schibsted wanted to ride that wave. And there's a follow-on effect from podcasts that drives popularity of other formats as well, even with subscription news services. You can read your newspaper, Lena Peterson says, but you can also listen to the news, and then there are more opportunities in your life to use your subscription. That is, providing audio increases engagement. Now, some people would argue that it would be better branding if the authors and editors read their own work. There's a kind of authenticity to that, and some people think that kind of thing sells, but not every writer has a good voice, first of all, and tracks recorded by humans require editing and so on. However, Beyond Words, which is the technology they chose for this venture, does allow them to clone a popular voice and use that in their text-to-speech conversion, which sounds pretty cool. There's also the issue I mentioned above about day 2 edits. Text-to-speech technology can make an audio version of the current version of the article, even if it gets updated. I like what they're doing here, and I particularly like 2 things. The audio is served from their website, and that means 1, they control access, and 2, they have all the stats. When you put an audio on a podcast service, you can't limit access to subscribers, at least not the way you want to with your credentials, and you don't get as much data on usage. You find out if somebody downloaded, but you don't know if they played it. You don't know what speed they played it at. There's a lot of things you don't know. Anyway, I think this is a development to watch or jump into if you're so inclined. Anyway, that's today's message. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. And if there's anything I can do to help you in your business, please give me a call. Thanks so much.